do the stock review about some companies. So as we we talked last week about the SoundHound AI company. So the suggested buying price for this company is about 3.8 dollars to $4, and there is a maximum increase of 49%. And we already like talked about this like last week, and the suggested operation would be like in the long-term trend. So for the advanced micro devices as well, there is which is a big company, as we mentioned. The AMD is really big, and it's already working, and already the competitive sorry guys of NVIDIA. So you can there's a suggested buying price which is around or above the 156 to $162, and there's a maximum increase of 80 or 8%, sorry, and also it is suggested for the long term as well. And there's also another company. We didn't talk about it in our channel, but you can search and do your research. And hopefully, if you want to know about this company, just let us know. Just kind of like let us know in the comments, and hopefully we will get to kind of like give you more information about the company. So which is Covo Company Incorporated. So there is a risk for this company. Hopefully you won't get to go that far with this company. You can buy. There's a suggested buying price which is 111 between 111 $115, and the risk is around 7%, and it is suggested for the long term as well. And also for Rivian Automotive, like we talked about this company, we had many views about this company. Like you really like cars, guys. So for this company, there is for the suggested price, we may suggest the 34 days MA and the 170 days MA, and you can for the suggested price is around 13 to 14 US dollars, and there's a risk of 33%. So the risk is a bit high. So and it is suggested for the short term. That's why it's for the risk is really big. That's why. So let's continue to the next stock review. So Reddit, we talked about it earlier. There's also it is still rising to 30% for the maximum increase, and there's a suggested buying price of around kind of 58 dollars above the 34 days MA, and it is also suggested for the long term. And for Tesla is rising also more and more. It keeps rising, and the suggested buying price is above the $178, above the 34 days MA. And it is suggested that as we already know, Tesla is going and growing more and more. So it is suggested for the long term. And for Apple, it is suggested as well for the long term, and it is rising 12%. Also, Apple is going well, and for the suggested price, it's around $189 to $191. And for Doyu, like it is suggested for the midterm, and also for the long term, and it is rising up high to 76%. For the stock review of the Micro Algo, we talked about this company. We talked about the Micro Algo. We talked about the Instant Incorporated, and we didn't talk about the New Gold and the Arista networks as well. So we're going to talk just about the Micro. We see that and the Instant more. So you can still check our videos and to know more about to see and check out the whole analysis about the company. So for the micro algo, like we see that it is just for the 34 days MA, and there is rising for 500%, which is really good for the short term operation. And for the instrument, we see that the suggested buying price is between, it's from 5 to $170. So 5 to 34 to 170 days. You have to wait for these days, MA, and it is rising to over 39% and suggested for the short-term operation. And for the Aresta, the suggested buying price is 287, and it is rising to 25 maximum increase percent. And it is suggested for the long-term operation. And for the new gold, it is suggested for the how to manage, saying this company is kind of like, we didn't talk about it. Hopefully we can get to find time to talk about it. So it is suggested for the long term as well, and it is rising already to 23%. Let's jump into the next part. So the next and last stock review, we're gonna see the Faraday Future Intelligent Electric and also the GameStop Corp. And for the Faraday Future Intelligent Electric, there is a suggested buying price of $0.442 and is rising to 100%, and it is suggested for the short term operation. Now, also for the GameStop, it is between the $20.9 and it is rising. It has a maximum increase of 110%, and it is suggested for the short term.